Hey guys, this is Victor Cazzetto, the Wise Traditions nutritionist from Vitagenics, and today I want to speak to you about vitamin B3 niacin. And once again, I am reviewing the information that Dr. Chris Masterjohn is putting out in his newsletter emails. He has a lot more videos and such and things on his website, so if you want to dig deeper or dive deeper, definitely check him out. So for me, right now, I'm going to try to get through this in 5 minutes, talking about how do we get vitamin B3 and why do we care. And that's where we're going to look into the symptoms and such so that you could potentially identify some issues that might apply to you. So jumping in here, how do we get it? And we're talking about daily doses here. Again, just one serving of liver. You're going to see liver pop up a lot when we talk about these things that we need because it's so nutritious. So tuna, anchovies, also really good. One serving. And nutritional yeast has popped up before when I've talked about things providing you with good nutrition. 3 tablespoons would give you a daily dose. Now that's a lot for nutritional yeast, so I don't recommend eating 3 tablespoons every day. Anyway, moving on, the next best source is your pastured meats or wild meats. Get good meat, not the stuff from the supermarket that does not have a lot of B3. But if you're getting the good meats, you're going to get a lot of niacin, a lot of vitamin B3 from that. Now, your grains and your seeds, you got to be real careful. They have B3, but it's not bioavailable. Your body can't get it unless these things are fermented and sprouted and such. And even then, you won't get 100%, but you'll get a good amount. And then another nice thing, if you like your Italian dark roasted coffee, you can get a nice amount of vitamin B3 from that. But it really does have to be dark roasted, again, to release the B3 from the coffee. So moving on, actually our bodies make vitamin B3 from protein. And so that's like the major source actually, but it cannot do that unless it has enough of the other B vitamins and other metabolites. So, you got to make sure you've got enough and then you can produce it or you're bringing in enough. And again, it's freely available. Vitamin B3 is freely available from your pastured meats and also lentils and peas and beans, okay? You can get vitamin B3 from those. Those are good sources, but not grains, not your wheat and stuff like that, and not seeds. So those must be handled properly in order to release the B3. Okay, so why do we care about vitamin B3, right? What symptoms, right? Now, you need B3 for a healthy mind, healthy gut, and healthy skin. There's a lot of things that are tied, especially to those three things. And the first is that B3 is fundamental for all energy production. So you can't do anything without energy, really. And you can't produce energy without B3. So we're always using B3. And your brain needs B3 for the neurotransmitters that it uses to communicate with the rest of your body. So to move, to control your muscles, your senses, everything, you're always using B3. So you're right, if you're deficient in B3, you can notice issues in any of those things. And B3 is used to repair our DNA. Now, this is especially important for skin and gut health because those two things are exposed to a lot of abuse from the environment. All the bad foods we take in, chemicals and stuff that we ingest. Our gut is getting damaged a lot and it needs B3 to constantly repair itself. And your skin too, exposed to the environment, the sun damages your DNA. But as long as you've got enough B3, no problem. You're constantly repairing it, so it'll keep your skin young and beautiful. Now, B3 is also used to lengthen your telomeres. And if you're into the longevity issues or you want to live longer, you'll hear people talking about telomeres all the time. And so vitamin B3 is very important for that. It allows you to live longer if you can keep those telomeres long. Okay, so moving on, if you've got severe B3 deficiencies, you may notice some of the symptoms here in this list. And of course, it's a wide array of issues. And so any of these things might be tied to a B3 deficiency. And it's kind of easy to see because if you suddenly take in a lot of B3, these things will diminish rather quickly. So it's kind of easy to tell, not in all cases, but with many things. And again, you can see it's a broad array of issues here that B3 deficiency is involved with. And the real severe deficiency is often referred to as pellagra or pellagra. And that could be from anything from depression to dementia, dermatitis, skin issues, diarrhea. It could be any combination of those things. So take a look at this list, dive deeper into these issues. This is not everything. There is more to it. This is just to point you in the right direction, just to give you a hint about some of the potential issues. Now, if you're thinking that you need to address the issues with supplements because you can't get the good food, then be very careful. I have to give you a caution. There are many supplements that are promising, but there are a lot of potential side effects. So it can be very risky. So please make sure you're consulting with your healthcare professional, someone that really knows what's going on. Do your research before you reach for a B3 supplement. Okay, and again, you can get more information on Dr. Chris Masterjohn's site if you want to dig deeper into any of this. So that's about all I have for you here today. I hope it helps you. I hope it points you in the right direction, gets you looking at the right things. And most of all, I hope it motivates you to eat healthy, natural food because that's the best way to get your nutrition. If you're eating the pastured meats and the other healthy things, not only will you get the vitamin B3 you need, but you'll get the other metabolites and other vitamins and minerals. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you support your local farmers. Shop local, shop seasonal. That's the best way to get the most nutrition. Take care, good luck, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching.